Hi, today I would like to demonstrate a web application called Career Advisor Solution for Educators, or CASE. CASE is a full-stack case management web application used by adult educators and career advisors to manage students by creating, updating, and viewing student information and progress. Advisors also have access to key reports and progress tracking. CASE is built on a MERN full-stack architecture that includes Mongo Database for persistent data storage, Mongoose to query, post, and update data, Express Web Server, React User Interface with Bootstrap 4 elements to create dynamic page views, a Node backend, and Passport for user authentication. The version 1.1 release includes the posting of new student data, searching for existing student, posting of notes to students, report views of student data, and a dashboard view with snapshot statistics. In addition, the application includes real-time calculation of advisor goals and progress. So how does CASE work? Let's take a look. From the main login page, you can log in with an existing user ID and password, or you can click Go to Sign Up to create a new account. Since I already have an account, I'll log in as an existing user. Once I log in, I'm taken to the dashboard. The dashboard is your landing page and gives you a quick glance at key information. The Welcome panel provides an introduction to the application and can be customized to provide announcements or alerts. The snapshot cards provide a quick real-time glance at key student and program information. For example, you see here some program statistics based on number of students in each program that's available. Here is the My Student section, which gives a snapshot look at number of active students, inactive, and total students for the logged in advisor. And this third card is an advisor summary card that provides a summary of all active students by advisor. Also, the easy-to-read side navigation allows for quick and efficient navigation to each section of the application. Let's take a look at each section. The Student section is a tabbed section that allows you to manage student information by adding new students and searching for existing students. You can also add notes to students for an ongoing case history. Right now, I'm going to quickly add a new student by entering some student information in the Add New section. And you'll see this first section is just some basic student information, contact information, including phone number, email address. And then the second section is the student schedule information. So Josh, our new student, is going to be enrolled in the GED program with an afternoon schedule at the main campus. And his status is active because he's a new student. And then there's an advisement section. So we enter in his level of education, a high school non-graduate. His goal is to get his GED. He doesn't have a result yet, and we'll add Natalie as his advisor. And click Submit. And you'll see that Josh's information displays, and I also have the option to add a note for the student. So usually with a brand new student, there might not be a note to add, but I'll go ahead and add a quick note here that I helped Josh with a job application. And I click Submit, and the note appears below as well. So his information's been added. Now, if I want to go and actually search for Josh or any other student, I can come over to the Search Student section, and I can search for a student by 7-digit ID. So in his case, the ID was this one, and I click search, and his information shows up. And you'll see that the note I added for him is now time and date stamped and shows up in the notes section. This is a really helpful section. It's perfect for advisors who need to update student records after meeting or communicating with them, or if another teacher or administrator needs to see notes for a student. This keeps all of their records in one location. The third section of CASE is the reports section. So when I click on reports, the structure is set up similar to the student section where there's a tabbed interface at the top. And in this case, there are actually 4 pre-created reports that show up in this section. For the logged in advisor, it shows my active students, my inactive, all students, and all students in the database. And this is for every student that is actually assigned to an advisor. So if I go back to my active students, you'll see that Josh shows up in the list as an active student. And all of the reports are sorted alphabetically by last name. The next section of CASE is the tasks section. This section is really a simple task builder to add to-do items for specific students. So I can enter a due date, and then I can enter any title that I want for the task. I'm just going to use the student first and last name as a task title. And in this case, I am going to need to write a reference letter for Josh. And when I click Add Task, you'll see that it shows up under my Open Tasks section. And once the tasks are completed, you click an X to remove it from your Open Tasks. And last but not least, the Advisor section. The advisor section really takes a different approach than the rest of the application and provides the advisor themselves with information about their progress and their growth. So we know educator evaluations have become increasingly complex in recent years, and CASE does a really nice job of just providing a simple layout and a view for the advisor to quickly come and see what their progress is in advising students. So in this specific example, CASE is calculating something called a measurable student growth outcome metric based on the progress of students that are assigned to an advisor. And this box here, the MSGO status section, keeps track of real-time information based on student advancement. So in this case, the advisor has 4 total students advancing or achieving a goal based on when they first entered the program. And this is the total number of students assisted. So the progress percentage is going to be the students advancing divided by the students assisted, which is going to be the MSGO actual percentage of 36.36%. The MSGO goal is the goal set at the very beginning of the term, and of course goes into how that advisor is evaluated during their annual evaluation period. So this gives you a brief look at CASE's basic functionality. And many of the features discussed are easily customizable for a specific school or organization. And in future releases, the app will include multi-tiered access for instructors, advisors, and administrators, AWS S3 for file storage, alert messaging on the dashboard, enhanced advisor reporting, and messaging to students. So we hope you enjoyed this demonstration, and of course, if you're interested in more information about the CASE application, feel free to reach out to me at the information on your screen. Thank you.